Association rules. What is association rules? Association rules is a data mining methodology which compares two or more attributes in a dataset across all observation to identify areas where two or more attributes are frequently found together. If their frequency of coexistence is high enough through the dataset, the association of those attributes can be said to call a rule.
The A scenario. Roger as a city manager for a medium-sized but steadily growing city. The city has limited resources, and likely most municipalities, there are more needs than there are resources. He knows there are type of group in the community. What he doesn't know is, he decides that before he can begin asking community, organization to begin working together and to accept responsibility for project, he needs to find out if there are an existing associations between the different types of groups in the area. Organizational understanding. Roger's goal is to identify and then try to take advantage of existing connection in local community to get work done that will benefit the entire community.
In data understanding, in order to answer the question of Roger enlisted our help in creating association rules on data mining mode. What is association rules? Association rules are a data mining methodology that seeks to find frequent connections between attributes in a data set. We will help Roger by creating an association rules model to try to find linkages across types of community organizations. Working together, using Roger's knowledge of the local community to create the short survey which we will administer online via a website. In order to ensure a measure of data integrity and to try to protect against possible abuse, our web survey is password protected. Each organization invited to participate in the survey has given a unique password. The leader of the organization is asked to share the password with his or her membership and to encourage participation in the survey. Community members are given a month to respond, and each time an individual log on complete the survey, the password use is recorded so that we can determine how many people from each organization responded. After the month, we have a data set comprised of the following attributes.
And now for the demonstration of Chapter 5 Association Rules. First, let's create a new process. Okay? Then let's import our CSV file. The CSV file can be found at our desktop or anywhere you found it. It is named Chapter 5 dataset.csv. Next, in column separation, change it into comma. Then next, name it Chapter 5 process in the process folder of the local repository. Finish. Let's overwrite it because we have already done one. Now let's look into our metadata view. Back to the design perspective. Let's drag our Chapter 5 process to the stream. Okay. Let's connect it to the REST port. Now, look, there are no missing values or data, and there are many types of types. Now, let's reduce data. For type in the operator, select attribute, then drag it to your stream. Make sure it is connected to your retrieve chapter and it's connected to the REST port. In the attribute filter type, select the subset. then select attributes. We are here only to select family, hobbies, political, professional, religious, social club, and support group. Now, apply it. Now, run the process. Look at the metadata view. Data are already reduced. Back to design perspective. Now we are going to change all the data types from integer into binomial. Type from numerical and then select the binomial from the operators column. Drag it to your stream. Make sure it is already connected to your output. Attribute filter type is default to all because we are going to select and to change all the data types. Run the process. Now, look at the metadata view. The types of all are now binomial compared to our first that are many data and data types. And now, type from the operators tab FP growth. FP means frequency pattern growth. Okay? Now, drag it to your stream. Okay. Make sure it is already connected to its EXA to the REST port. And now, make sure you also connect the FRE port to the REST port for its frequency for the process result too. Now, it is already connected. Run the process. Look at the process output and the table view. There you will see religious and family and hobbies connected to each other. Now, we are here to create association rules. Type create association on the operators tab, then select association rules. Connect it to the FRE port of the FP growth tab. Now, that create association rules is for the criterion of the confidence. The minimum confidence of the rules are 0.8 or 80%. Now run. There are no rules found. Meaning that there are no data found with a confidence of 0.80% or higher. Now, let's switch back to the design perspective. Change its minimum confidence from 0.8 to 0.5. Here. Now it is already to 0.5. Let's try running it. Now there are 4 rules found. The religious to family, the religious to hobbies, the family to religious, and the hobbies to religious. From the minimum confidence of 0.536 to the highest of 0.796. Note, you can also change the FP growth minimum support from 0.95 to your desired number. Now let's change it to 0.5 and let's try to run the process. We will see that there are additional data found and it's more complicated. Now return to data design perspective and return it to 0.95 where it is default so that the association rule can be found easily. Then run it again. Then there you will see the answer to Roger's problem.
For the deployment, we have been able to help Rogers with his question. The existing linkages between types of community group exist? Yes, they do. We have found that the community churches family and hobby organization have some common members. It may be a bit surprising that the political and professional groups do not appear to be interconnected. But these groups may also be more specialized. For example, a local chapter of bar association and thus may not be tremendous cross-organizational appeal or need. It seems that Roger will have the most luck finding groups that will collaborate on projects around town by engaging churches, hobbyists, and family-related organizations using his contact among local pastors and other legacy. And other clergy who might ask for volunteers from their congregation to spearhead projects to clean up the city parks used for folk sports like family organization rule, something like that, or to improve a local biking trail like hobby organization like association rule as well.